Yo, what's up, J Scott? Welcome back to another reaction, guys. Today, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be reacting to what?
11 times idols fainted on camera.
Idols fainted.
Sorry, 6.
Anyway, guys, yeah, we are reacting to 11 times. Yeah, guys, you know what to do. Smash that like the video. Comment anything you want us to react to. Definitely react to it. Yeah, let's get right into the video.
Before we get right into the video, okay, let's just get right into the video.
K-pop idols are so overworked that sometimes they collapse while performing on stage, filming a music video, or even during
These
a fan
guys,
music video as well.
Dieting, tight schedules, hard training, and lack of sleep takes a toll on their health of idols, and it can eventually result in very unfortunate situations. Some of these fainting cases are so worrying that it might even break your heart. Let's not waste any more of your time and get through 11 times when idols fainted on camera. Girls' Day's Hyeri. Hyeri is an idol that many of you probably already know. Whether you remember Hyeri as a singer or an actress, it still means that you most likely realize how extremely talented this girl is. Girls' Day had many songs that became an instant hit because of their catchy music and great concepts. During their promotions with their song Something, the group was really busy. They had been appearing on TV almost every day and performed everywhere. The unfortunate thing happened when they were performing at M Countdown in January 2014. Hyeri seemed very tired and something didn't look right with her. She was having a really hard time, and almost at the very end of the performance, everyone noticed that she had trouble breathing. Hyeri found herself at a loss of strength but pulled through and finished the performance. But as soon as the song was over, Hyeri collapsed right there on the stage. Her fellow members tried to help her, but the staff members immediately noticed that and ran to help. She was carried on someone's back to safety. The managers of Girls' Day rushed to the hospital with Hyeri, and after
Wow.
The fact that she held on to the very last time.
Yeah, like what is it
The
called?
perseverance.
Like all these
Professional.
guards.
Huh?
Like all these guards, all these queens guards or something.
Okay.
Like
I saw one on Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's-
it reminds me
Those
of that.
things,
Like,
Damn.
getting checked up, the doctor said that she was experiencing a severe cold and fatigue. All of this was because of the tiring schedule that the group had in 2014. Dalshabay Subin. A similar thing happened 3 years earlier to Subin from Dalshabay. In 2011, while the group was performing, Subin tried to keep on dancing, but it was so difficult for her that she literally felt like she was going to pass out. Although she tried to pull through, she knew her limits, and since she felt that she would faint any minute, Subin crouched down in an instant just so she wouldn't fall. Her co-members stopped performing and rushed to see her. It was later revealed that Dalshabay had a really busy schedule and Subin's body was to perform. Chinese Onyu. One of the craziest and most terrifying stories must be about our dear Onyu from SHINee. It was back in 2009 when he experienced something that no one ever expected to happen. After the group finished their performance on Music Bank, the lights and the structure that was keeping them together started to collapse and crashed on the floor. Onyu was left in a complete shock since it almost hit him. Because of the shock and terror, he lost consciousness and fell to the floor. Super Junior members who were also there immediately rushed to help and tried to hold up the lighting structure in order to not let it collapse on top of Onyu. Meanwhile, the group's manager tried to help Onyu by taking him to the back and carrying him backstage. What was really sad was that some netizens started to attack Girls' Generation online after the video was posted. They said that Girls' Generation members were supposed to help too, but completely forgot to take into consideration that
People so dumb. Like,
Come
bro,
on.
For,
Like, and the fact
So,
that
people left the actual issue, then started to drag other people.
Yeah.
they're supposed to say, you know, you drop him, I'll carry him. You know, you drop him, I'll carry him. Like, what the? Oh, God.
So
people have
just,
problems.
I swear, they're just looking for people to pass their frustration.
it was a
on.
mass confusion at the time of the accident and
Like-
they barely knew what to do themselves.
I swear, everyone, if I was there too, I might not like want
exactly,
to
bro.
directly involve myself. I would just be shocked that, oh my god, I hope he's safe.
Black Sungho. This story is far from pretty. M Black was a group that debuted in 2009 and had managed to attract a lot of attention during their active days. The members of the group were really talented, so it was no surprise that they tried to make their performances look as good as possible. During one of their performances, Sungho tried to do a very tricky move that was more on the acrobatic side. Although everything seemed great at first, he ended up falling straight on his face and remained lying on the floor with At that moment, everyone got worried since he seriously injured himself. Sungho is currently 33 years old and thriving, so don't worry, he survived the terrible fall. G-Friend's Yuju. When G-Friend held a
Yuju.
fan meeting in
Yuju, yeah.
2017,
Was it when she
something
broke her
un-
leg?
unexpected happened. As the girls were signing autographs, talking with their fans, and enjoying their time there, one member was experiencing something really terrifying. Yuju suddenly broke down and collapsed with her face on the table. Many people say that she blacked out. People got extremely worried, and when she managed to lift her head up, it was obvious that she was experiencing terrible fatigue and exhaustion, plus horrible pain in her stomach. The leader saw.
God, I wonder how much stress like you have to be for you to...
Solan took care of the situation by
Just to sit
standing
down
up
and
and
sign.
rushing towards her fellow member. She
No.
helped her up and along with Yedin carried Yuju to safety. Soon after this incident happened, people found out that Yuju was having acute gastroenteritis because of not eating well. Honestly,
Of not eating well.
I must admit though, Solan did a great job at taking care of the situation back then. She proved that she was an amazing leader. Hyuna. We all know Hyuna
Say
as a
Hyuna.
fierce performer, but she's also a very strong woman. Hyuna was diagnosed with 3 serious medical conditions back in 2016. Depression, panic attacks, and vasovagal syncope. The last condition is a serious thing when your body reacts to certain triggers by overheating and eventually fainting. Unfortunately, Hyuna has been the victim of this terrible condition for years. She has fainted several times, whether it was during photo shoots, filming, or being backstage.
Wow.
These things were usually not captured on camera, but one video that showed her sad condition circulated the internet after she released her single Flower Shower. While filming the music video for the song, Hyuna suddenly felt dizzy and collapsed. She had to stop filming immediately and was taken to the hospital and then home. Hyuna admitted several times that she feels
Oh,
horrible
sorry, who
when
released the footage?
and was taken to the hospital
Because it's definitely part of the crew members, yeah?
and then home.
Yeah.
Hyuna admitted several times that she feels horrible when these things happen to her while she's working because she feels like she's wasting other people's time. It's definitely one of the saddest things she's ever said. FX's Crystal. Crystal Jung was
It's
a
not your
member of the
fault.
girl group FX. Same as her sister Jessica Jung, Crystal also suffers from a medical condition known as anemia. Ever since her debut, she has
Anemia, huh?
experienced several times the attack of her condition on her body. She fainted for the first time on camera back in 2010 while performing the group's song Mr. Boogie. Crystal wasn't her usual self and everybody noticed. She barely kept dancing and at one point she simply collapsed. The members immediately ran to see what happened, but since they were aware of her condition, they knew what to do. But this also happened because of the busy schedule and terrible dieting that female idols are forced to go through. Crystal struggled in one episode of Kiss and Cry 2. After an extremely physically demanding performance, she simply couldn't keep it up anymore and collapsed on the floor. However,
Aw.
that's not all. In 2014, Crystal actually fainted right after the group finished
she's
performing
actually
their
really
song
She's
at
actually
SM
not
Town
stressed
concert.
herself
The
so
lights
much,
were
man.
barely down when she rushed from the stage and on the way backstage literally lost consciousness. Her fellow members and the whole security team immediately rushed to help her and brought her to safety. She was
she
later
was trying to run off.
hospitalized and taken care of. Kim Jong-hoon. The singer Kim Jong-hoon is mostly known for his rock ballads, but the story I'm about to tell you made the media go crazy. Although he's 57 years old, he's still active in the entertainment industry, and we can only applaud him for that. What happened back in 2008 was really scary, though. Jong-hoon
how old is
joined the
JYP,
West Coast
guys?
Festival concert as a part of his charity work. Alongside him, Super Junior joined this event too. When Jong-hoon began performing, everything seemed okay, but the situation quickly changed when he literally collapsed on the stage and didn't wake up. He recovered his consciousness in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. It was later revealed that Jong-hoon collapsed because he was only getting 1 hour of sleep during the whole week. His company was pushing him
Why?
Yeah.
1 hour of sleep.
Wait, is that on the company or it's on him? Like, I don't get it.
to practice for the concert, and he himself didn't want to disappoint people who would attend the event. Despite that, it was really heartbreaking to watch. VIX's N, Tahagyeon, or
I've
simply
heard
known
about
as
this.
N, once experienced a
So his
terrible
name is N.
thing. In 2017, when the group was performing in Gyeongju with their song Love Me Do, N seemed very tired. At one point while he was dancing, he suddenly fell on the floor. Fans didn't know what was happening, but when the other members stopped performing in order to check on Hagyeon, everything became evident. Their fans started to scream in fear and worried for N's health. Thank God he was taken care of, but
Wow,
after
you
he
guys
started
gotta
to
stop.
get better, he went on his SNS account and wrote a message to his fans. He promised them that he would take better care of his health. The reason why he collapsed was most likely due to terrible exhaustion and a busy schedule. G-Friend Shindy. Unfortunately, Yuju
Wait,
wasn't the
G-Friend
only
again? The first one was Juju, no?
member who experienced feeling unwell during group promotions. In 2016, Shinbi appeared very tired during the performance of their song Mermaid. What's even more disturbing is that this wasn't a particularly physically demanding
Exactly.
performance.
That was why I was worried about the Juju.
Yeah.
Like she was sitting down.
Since the girls were only
On
standing and
food,
singing without
like
moving, her face
sleep,
got very
something.
pale and she could barely keep standing on her own 2 feet. The situation
Jesus.
ended up being absolutely terrifying. When the
Well, I
performance
think
was
they
near its end,
disbanded.
Shinbi fainted and fell on the floor. When this happened, the rest of the group was totally in shock. Sowan, the leader, was also left speechless, but she managed to gather her emotions and act in this troubling situation. The manager of the group rushed to the stage and told them that they cannot leave the stage now. However, Shinbi was taken backstage. It was really heartbreaking to
like,
see her getting
you have
dragged
to
from there. I
continue.
sincerely hope that things
Like,
like
obviously
this
no
stop
harm, but-
happening. Sunmi. And the last story
Ah,
is really
Sunmi.
sad too. Although Sunmi didn't faint while performing, she ended up collapsing after her performance was over. In 2018, Sunmi was pre-recording her performance of Siren for Music Bank, and she was experiencing terrible exhaustion and dizziness because of her tight schedule. Back then, Sunmi was extremely
Tight
busy promoting
schedule.
her
Ah,
latest
even
music,
this
and it-
agency should calm down, Jare. Honestly, should calm down now. Like,
Yeah, but to be honest,
That humans here, like
Ah,
they're not
true,
robots.
you can't just use them anyhow you want just because you sign them or something.
you know, the bar they set for them is actually too high.
Exactly, they are humans. They're not robots.
It's really
Come
too
on.
high. 'Cause, nah.
Just like the previous night, they said they literally had performances and TV shows almost every day, 365
And
days.
then you expect them to keep a strict diet at the
And
same
shit
time.
Exactly.
like that, so
Oh, come
sometimes
on.
maybe they even eat like once a day.
Uh-huh. Or just eat leaf.
And they call it salad.
And the,
Salad.
like, come on. Like, honestly, on a serious note, though, like,
Cliff.
no,
Salad.
like broccoli or that. You just give them broccoli to eat. And
Omo.
honestly, now,
And they even dance more than we do. To be honest.
exactly.
I wonder how crazy.
Almost every, because even like for those performances, they still have to like do the practice for them. Obviously, like to get the perfect system.
recording.
Look at 3J. How many
3J,
times they do
exactly.
it and stuff. I mean, that's on the boys, but like, still, like, I don't
I
know.
mean, a lot of K-pop idols would have that. Obviously, the same like
Same
motive as well.
routine,
Like
yeah, just
you know,
cause
like
what-
just to make things perfect. It's performance live. They have to make things perfect and all that.
Calm down. Don't keep people.
ended up being simply too much for her to take. After she collapsed, she was taken to the hospital and received proper treatment. That's all from me today, guys.
So the only time they get to rest is when they faint and go to the hospital.
I mean,
Like, they treat them like gods. Like,
I swear,
honestly.
it's bad as well. But yeah, guys, that's 11 times idols fainted on
Okay.
camera, and it's crazy, man. And yeah, if you guys smash the subscribe button, until we see you next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace.